Good evening and happy holidays, humans. Tonight we're taking a look at the Star Wars The Black Series Mandalorian Warrior Holiday Edition. This might not be my favorite time of year, however, I do love gimmicky stuff. I love Mandalorians, and this is a mix of those, and it's awesome just because of that. So let's talk about the details. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure is a lot of fun. Essentially, it is just a repaint of the Mandalorian Loyalist figure that we got a year, maybe two ago. I don't have that figure, but this is my first time experiencing this buck. But it's just I love the repaint, and obviously red, purple, black are my favorite colors. This is very heavily red, so I was very much about that. And it looks festive. Let me adjust my angle here, and I mean, as you can see, it's a bunch of red and green, and a lot of just colored plastic, not so much paint. But we do get the ugly sweater design on the torso armor here, which is excellent. You can see those, kind of Mandalorian helmets, the mythosaur skull, and then we have the actually I forget what that was called from the Mandalorian, the beast that he fells, and just really well done, very clear. I like the kind of fade here into the white on the edges, and everything else, again, just colored plastic, not really a ton of detail except for here at the shin guards, pardon me, and just looks really cool. I mean, I like it. Again, I just like the way the Mandalorians look, and this totally just kills it. I mean, it looks great. It's very festive. It looks awesome in a holiday display. That's all these things need to be, is just an awesome way for you to put your figures into a holiday specific display, and I'm all for that. So that's aesthetics. When it comes to accessories, we're very straightforward and to the point, which is not a bad thing. So we're actually going to start off with this piece, and this is the Ambin Pulse phase rifle, or phase blaster that Din Djarin had in the Mandalorian, and just done in the colors of the Nerf version that Hasbro put out. And I love the meta-ness of this, and definitely a thing, like, why wouldn't you do that? You obviously have already produced the Nerf product, so put it as an accessory with one of the Christmas figures. It just makes sense. It kind of makes it feel like a kind of cosplay piece, and that's awesome. I love that. And then of course we get the jetpack, no paint at all, just all in green, but works very nicely against the reds that they used. And then finally we get this little creature, and I'm going to apologize to all the Star Wars fans out there because I have not seen whatever movie this was from. It looks like a little fox with chicken legs, and it's adorable, absolutely adorable. Just white with the kind of blue and a little bit of black paint, but I'm not sure what this is called. I couldn't even find it on a quick search. So that is what it is, but it's adorable and it works here. So those are the accessories. Moving on to articulation, this is probably my least favorite part of the figure, and I did hear that the Mandalorian Loyalist figure was fairly limited, and experiencing that, I can definitely see that. You can totally get some really good poses, but it takes a little bit of work. So let's break down what we have here, and we are on a ball hinge on the head, so you can actually bury the chin very, very nicely. We can look up a decent amount, not quite flying pose, but definitely up. We even get a little bit of tilt because of the room under that sculpt. Come up to our T. We have single jointed elbows. Here's another one of my least favorite parts, is that we don't even get 90 there. We do get some rotation from that single joint, but that's about it. And then we do get the gauntlets on a swivel as well. We get hinge and swivel at the wrists. And we are all horizontal with those. Then we get a ball joint here at the waist, though we're not going to get too much just because of the overlay. This is not the buck we got with the Return of the Jedi Deluxe Boba Fett, unfortunately. So yeah, we're going to be a little bit limited there, but we do get some rotation. Come down to the hips, and really not great range. And part of that is these holster pieces. This is where drop down hips absolutely would have worked. I'd say it's like some lines just kind of throw them in. This, I think they definitely would have benefited from that. So you're really not getting anything out there. You can come all the way forward though, actually even beyond forward and up. We get thigh swivel. We get double jointed knees. Pardon me, the knees on this are very, very stiff. We can fold beautifully in half. And then we come to the feet, and we get point, pretty much neutral because of the shin guard, and then some really great rocker. And the only other thing I think this could have really benefited from was a sort of boot / shin cut. So that's Articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here he is with some other Black Series figures, with some other Hasbro and some Mattel, with some imports, with some monsters. Finally, with articulated icons Oni and yours truly in human form as a Valaverse Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on the Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian Warrior Holiday Edition figure is that this is a lot of fun in aesthetics, in concept, just, yeah, a whole lot of fun. And I feel that way kind of about this entire subline of Holiday Edition figures that the Black Series is doing. Despite my issues with the limited articulation, in this case, it's fun to have on the shelf and kind of have that option and just to, just have fun with a toy. That's what this is all about. And that's what this, season is all about, certainly. And I would say in terms of collecting and just overall. So yeah, right now, this is showing up on pegs. This is that's where I found mine, but it's also available on Target's website. So I will be including a link in the description below if you are so interested. So please check that out if that is the case. And all that being said, I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. If you did, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, all that fun stuff. I am on the long drive to 1,000 subs, so I appreciate everyone. And I just hope that, again, you found this informative and it helped you decide whether you want this figure or not, or just kind of stated your curiosity. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. And with all of that being said, I hope you take care of yourself, take care of those around you, you have a happy holidays, and you stay weird, simians.